Nikki Haley is trying to convince everybody that it's the race is between her and President Trump. And I've mentioned it multiple times that Nikki Haley, my personal opinion, Nikki Haley is the front runner for the Democrat Party. Or at least she's the total Trojan horse for the Democrat Party. And a lot of people kept saying, no, it's Ramaswamy. It's Vivek Ramaswamy. And then they changed and said, well, no, it's Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley. See, before they were just saying Ramaswamy, even though Ramaswamy's been saying his support for President Trump all along. And if Ramaswamy is a Trojan horse, and even now that he's out, why won't he just join sides with Nikki Haley? Why don't he just join sides with Ron DeSantis? Is it because they know that the American people want Trump? And like, we got to get him and sneak him in there some kind of way. And they bring up all this stuff, all this baggage about Ramaswamy in the past. Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody that doesn't have baggage? Seriously, split screen it for me. Did you know this young man has baggage too? Did you know this young man used to donate to the Democrat Party? Did you know that? Did you know this young man used to be a Democrat? Did you know that? But you see the difference? Do you see the change? See, the same thing made me think about Van Jones. No, it's Vernon Jones. Vernon Jones, out of Georgia, through and through Democrat. President Trump helped him and his eyes got open. And then all of a sudden, because he started talking positive about President Trump, all of the Democrats started attacking him. Why would they do that? And then we were like, yeah, we like him. But he has baggage too. He was a Democrat. Will Johnson used to be a Democrat. I used to consider myself a Democrat. But at some point, when you start getting all these attacks, even regardless of who you dealt with in the past, you start realizing, wait a minute, something's not right here. Right? Because when I lived in Arkansas, I considered myself a Democrat because my parents were raised that way. And I used to think one thing, like Republicans were all racist. I never thought Republicans were all racist, just to be honest with you. But I was always told that I always had this impression that Republicans was only for white people. And I was deceived in all of that too. So Will Johnson has baggage. Do you hate me now too? Do you think I'm a Trojan horse? I call these Democrats demonic demons. They say that I'm dangerous. Did you know on the SBLC, y'all know that at the Southern Poverty Law Center, on their website, they had yours truly on there. They said that Will Johnson was so far right that I was further right than these white nationalists. Did you hear what I just said? So how could I be a Trojan horse? I'm so far right because I put my God and my country, I'm for the Second Amendment, and I'm for all Americans. They said that I'm so far right that they had a little line. They had a line, and they showed where people were. And they had Will Johnson further. UniteAmericaFirst.com. They had me further than what they were calling white nationalists. Imagine that. But listen to President Trump when he's talking about Nikki Haley too, which is the actual Trojan horse in all of this. Because Nikki Haley, she's bringing the Democrats inside of her, like the Trojan horse will do. They're bringing the Democrats inside of her to get her to try to beat out President Trump. Listen.
People behind Nikki Haley are pro-amnesty, they're pro-China, they're pro-open borders. You know, she wants open borders, don't kid yourself. Pro-war. And they're pro-Biden because those are the people that are sending them. Biden people are coming in. They have Biden stuff, and they're coming in to register and to vote in your primary. It is crazy. You got to get that changed. We're going to take it. If we weren't popular, how do you win? Where everybody's allowed basically to come and vote. The enemy, which let's say in this case, until it's over, because you know the whole country is going to unify by its success. When we're successful, the country is going to be unified. We are going to unify our country through success. But right now, we don't want Democrats voting in the Republican primary, Sununu. Sununu ought to do that instead of walking around with Nikki Haley and her polls go down every day. The radical left Democrats are supporting Nikki Haley because they know she's much easier to beat than Trump. And you know what? If she weren't, they wouldn't be doing it. But you know, they're great disinformation people. Misinformation, disinformation. You know, they're almost the same, but not quite. But let's not go into definitions right now. They're very close, actually. A lot of people still don't understand it, but I give them credit for both. But they are literally, what they're doing is they will say We want to run against Trump so bad. In the meantime, they're sending all their people to vote for Nikki Haley. The reason they do that is they want to run against Nikki Haley. Usually when they say something, it's the opposite.
Usually when they say something, it is the opposite. They're using Nikki Haley. And the most interesting thing about all of this, Nikki Haley is fully aware. I shared the video last week where Nikki Haley was saying, I'm not aware of that, acting like she's completely stupid. And then she tried to turn around and said, but, I'll take their vote. They'll vote for me in the primary, and they'll vote for me in the general election. She's an idiot. Is there anybody watching right now that's supporting Nikki Haley? You get to, because we live in a free America so far. I mean, at least that's the perception. So, you know what? And I'm not going to bash you for voting for Nikki Haley, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to continue to talk about Nikki Haley because Nikki Haley is a major problem because the Democrats are using her to try to convince Republicans that she is the best choice. You have the stinking Lincoln Project. Y'all know what they are? You ever heard of them? They're nothing but progressive neocon Nazis. That's what they are. They're the ones just dressing up with the tiki torches and everything, the stinking Lincoln Project. They're the ones that's doing that.
You like the content Will Johnson is producing? To stay informed and up to date with the current events, go ahead and hit the thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also, to find Will Johnson, visit www.uaf.media.